You're looking for edge in your trading that you can consistently replicate. So how do you do that? You need a stat track, and the best way to do it is tagging your trades. That's where the Tradecraft software can help you. We make it so easy and effortless to tag your trading, and the ability to filter your trades to figure out where edge is and where it might not be is a way for you to have statistics on your side. That way you can make better trading decisions and stop doing what's hurting your trading performance. My name is Fat Cat. I'm the founder of Tradecraft, and I have nearly a decade of trading experience trading the ESE mini futures. When I first got into trading, I struggled. Just like everybody else, just like you. And I remember coming across videos where they talked about reviewing your trades and creating playbook setups. It's stuff I didn't hear anywhere because this was back in 2017. Not many people were talking about reviewing and playbooking trades back then. I was struggling so bad that I'm like, maybe this is the answer. Maybe this is the solution. Let's try it. Let's commit to it and see what happens. So I remember doing a lot of playbooking and journaling, which can be a really daunting task, and it's not sexy at all. And the problem is when you're writing all this stuff in your journal and you're screenshotting all these chart patterns, I would maybe read these one time at the end of the week, and that was it. Another issue with that is, how do you keep track of the parameters when you're screenshotting and writing stuff up? It just seems to get lost in a sea of text. Fast forward some time later, I decided I was going to try out for a legitimate proprietary trading firm. They required us to use a specific type of journaling software. And as I dived into it, I noticed something called trade tags. I'm like, this is actually really awesome because a lot of the other statistics, they didn't give me that much. Seeing how well you perform time of day, yeah, I would perform better in volatility. However, I wouldn't perform so good in low volatility. That's most day traders. But why? Speculating and making assumptions is not good enough. Why am I performing better on Thursdays over Wednesdays? Those statistics don't give you enough unique data into your trading. And I began to realize that trade tags, this was a way to get unique data on my unique trading identity and really learn what I'm doing that works and doesn't work. That way I can do more of what's actually working and less of what's not working. So I started to tag a lot. And then COVID happened. And I was not ready for that type of volatility. I ended up not passing the tryout to get onto this prop firm's floor. Now, I didn't have access to that journal anymore. However, I did have access to a journal that came with my trading platform. And that also allowed me to tag my trades. Now, the problem is I had to do it in hashtag form. The software would never remember my hashtags. I had to manually write them out every time. So what I ended up doing was using this giant macro pad, which actually has a bunch of cat hair on it, so I apologize. Not sure where the cat hair comes from. Anyways, I would program all my hashtags, which were my trading tags, into all of these buttons, and then I would hashtag away. It worked. However, if I spaced my hashtags or used custom characters on the keyboard, it would break the hashtag. And then when I went to filter it out to look at the statistics of that tag, it wouldn't show up in the filter process. That is very frustrating. And the filtering process overall wasn't that great. I could only look at pie charts. I couldn't look at equity curves with my hashtags. I could only filter up to 2 at a time. However, I kept doing it because for what it was at the time, it was good. Perfect? No way. I constantly reached out to them and said, hey, can you fix this or do this? And they would never fix or add specific features I was looking for with their journal. However, as I struggled to really learn the nuances of it, I continued to push along and use it. I would take some of the stats and I would put them in the spreadsheets because, again, the software was really limited on the filtering abilities. And then I found edge. I found something that kept working and I leaned into it. And I also found out what wasn't working. I was realizing how impulsive I was and how my emotions were getting in the way. And as I filtered out my emotional tags, I realized I was a consistently profitable trader. So I worked really hard on eliminating what wasn't working through meditation and breathing exercises. And I continued to refine and push what was working. And it was this trade called the gap jump. I remember it fondly. And then I finally started to do it. I was consistent. I was making money. I was there until the summer rolled around. I struggled so bad. However, one thing I was doing was hashtagging the volatility every day. I hashtagged whether we had a high volatility day, a medium volatility day, and a low volatility day. And I realized I did not perform well in low volatility. And then I started to learn through my tags that I needed to be more particular, more patient. The setup still worked, but in low volatility, I was losing patience and hitting stuff I shouldn't have. And this is all because I was tagging stuff and I was seeing it, the statistics. I continued to do this. I developed so many tags. And let me tell you, it was a pain to rearrange these buttons and reprogram these buttons to incorporate new tags and to get rid of ones that just didn't seem to really work. Fast forward to the present moment. Late in 2024, I decided I wanted to start a proprietary trading firm. And I knew we needed some sort of tagging software. I needed to see what my traders were doing well and what they weren't doing well in, so I could help coach them and guide them to becoming consistent traders. So I ended up reaching out to the journal provider who I'd used. I told them, hey, I love your platform. This could be good for you because I also have a YouTube channel where I talk about trading. I can make some really good content on tagging stuff and tracking statistics. Nobody's doing this. And they like the sound of it. I said, there's one thing I'd like you to do for me. There's a certain trading platform that some of my traders are using. It's currently not available on your journal software. Is there any way you can get them in? And the founder of the company said no. And I really thought about this. I'm like, that's not good because this is a very popular platform in futures trading. A lot of people are using it. I needed those traders to get into some sort of tagging software. So we decided to use spreadsheets. I had a trader custom code spreadsheets, and we were using them to tag our stuff. The problem was spreadsheets are so clunky. The filtering process to really look at your statistics was not good. However, it got us all on the same platform. Then it dawned on me, there needs to be something better than this. One of my traders is a really gifted coder, and he was willing to work with me to make the Tradecraft tagging software come alive. And we needed it for our prop firm. And as we developed it and let traders try it out for free to give us feedback on it, we realized we had a really good product, something that people are going to want, something that we shouldn't just keep for ourselves. All the problems I talked about that I had with that last trading journal software, we don't have in ours. It's easy to create tags. It won't give you problems because you're using special characters. You can edit the tags, names, as many times as you want. Those tags will still be attached to your trading statistics. Because as you evolve as a trader, you're going to want to edit and change the name of your tags. Whether you think that's important or not right now. You're able to give them colors. You're able to put them together to create actual playbook groupings. And when you accumulate a large enough sample size, you can start to see where your A+ trades are. And as you attach your tags to those A+ trades, you're able to quickly identify when those are happening if you decide to tag during a live session. It's almost like a checklist. It's not just a tagging software. And then you can calculate the statistics on your tags after you have a large enough sample size, seeing what the win percentage is quickly and figuring out if this tag combination is even worth trading. And you have the ability to not only filter your tags using pie charts, but you can use other stuff too, like equity curves, volume bars, and even filtering out statistics in written format. We have such a deep filtering system with our tags that you can really truly create some custom crazy stuff to track down edge in your trading. You can get down to the nitty-gritty and really see the nuance in your trading and figure out exactly where edge is and where it's not. You don't have to guess anymore. And we also have a loop timer as well. So you can check in with your emotions to see how bad that is messing with you. I've talked to thousands of traders over my near-decade career of trading, and psychology is a big problem for most of you guys. So you have the ability to track that. However, as you tag your trades and learn where the edge is, you become a lot more confident because you now have clarity. And that also gets rid of the psychological issues you may be dealing with in your trading. We also listen to the community. If there is a platform you don't see, we're more than willing to put it in. If there's certain features you want, we're more than happy to hear you out. We're not just some trade journal tagging software company. We're traders. Traders who actually use this software on a daily basis. This is my brainchild, and this is how journals should have gone because they're so clunky and just don't do certain things well. especially in the tagging realm. I encourage you guys to go through our website. We have plenty of resources, tutorials, and we're going to continue to build upon it. I love looking at other traders' statistics, and as my prop traders start to develop, I'll be making content where you get to see me comb through their trading statistics so you can get tag ideas and you can see them developing over time. I appreciate you taking your time to come over and check out our software.